Students, families and schools share their experience of using accessibility adjustments for NAPLAN online.
I understand my diagnosis to be a very different way to think than the other people.
My boys all suffer from high anxiety. They've also got complex trauma and intellectual disabilities.
My son Toby has had some diagnoses from when he was about 6 years old. His diagnoses are to do with processing, sensory and auditory, and then following on from that came anxiety, ADHD, ASD and dyspraxia and dysgraphia.
NAPLAN Online allows the student to feel a sense of accomplishment, that they've been able to complete the test successfully because it was pitched at the right level and they were able to access the test in a way that was easier for them.
Like once you do it at first, you kind of get comfortable with it.
Some of the adjustments that students from our school access using NAPLAN online is an alternate venue and additional time.
There's a grid that allows them to check how many questions they've done, and they can mark a question if they're not sure of it as they go through, and then have a look at the grid and say, oh, I haven't done question 24, I better go back and have a go at it.
Being able to see how much more I have to do, how much more I've got to get through, helps them with their kind of time management and planning, and thus reduces their anxieties.
Giving the extra time is really important.
When I tried the extended time, it felt a lot better because I felt like I could take my time.
The ability to turn off the clock is a really good adjustment for Gabrielle. It will make it feel less like there is a stopwatch and a timer on, which will give Gabby the confidence to be able to finish the test without rushing. And it really puts Gabrielle in the pilot seat to be able to control her test and her outcome.
But when I did the NAPLAN test at the end, it felt really good because I actually felt like I did good work and didn't start stressing about, was that neat enough? Is that good enough for the teacher?
Tailored testing allows the questions to be tailored to the student's level. They can see that they are having academic success and are engaged in the test.
Giving children the confidence to be able to participate and feel like they've participated and achieved something, regardless of the results.
I prefer doing it on a computer, online, yeah. You concentrate more on the computer, or for me.
That I think is the key to it.
The public demonstration site allows students to prepare for NAPLAN to gain a sense of understanding of what the test might look like. They're able to complete and apply the provisions or adjustments that they might have access to, especially for students who struggle with anxiety or other mental health concerns.
Preparing them beforehand and kind of having a few test runs, building social stories to help them to understand what's coming next is vital to them to be able to reduce their anxiety.
In fact, one boy was so proud of himself that he jumped on the chair, raised his hand and said, I did NAPLAN.
I think doing NAPLAN online is definitely worth a go.
Try your best.
If it's your first time doing it, just don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if you get a question wrong, like it's not the end of your life, like it's not the end of the world. I felt proud of myself for not giving up and just going through it.
Support for a student's social-emotional disability can be provided by adjustments including NAPLAN support person, extra time, rest breaks, student-managed on-screen timer. Visit nap.edu.au for information on tailored testing, accessibility, disability adjustment scenarios, public demonstration site. ACARA wishes to thank the students, parents, carers, teachers and schools for their participation.